This is an interesting question, and I kind of feel the urge to respond to it. Is LinkedIn becoming too crowded for meaningful connections? Think about that for a minute. Is the world becoming too crowded for meaningful connections? There's more and more people on the globe, and yes, there are more and more people on LinkedIn. And it's not crowded. It's not like the space is restricted or getting smaller. The reality is, the more people who join LinkedIn, the more opportunities you can find to have meaningful conversations, relevant conversations. It is your responsibility to find the right people on LinkedIn for you to have the right conversations with. This is where people fail. They think that they're just supposed to be there and magic will freaking happen. That's the same thing with in real life networking. You go to a networking event. Yeah, we go to networking events where there are 10 people. We go to events where there are 25. We go to events where there are thousands of people. Now, in each of these different scenarios, typically the spaces are a little bit bigger. But the bigger the event, the more people who are there, the more opportunities you can find to have relevant, meaningful conversations, again, with the right people. And the cool thing about LinkedIn is you have way more than just a name tag on your chest like we do at the networking events. You have the entire profile of the people on LinkedIn, so you can see their name, their title, their company. You can see their education, their experiences, their volunteerism. You can see their skills, etc., etc., etc. You can even read what they've written and read what they've shared so you can understand a little bit more about these people in this ever-growing community so you can, again, find the right people to have the right conversations with. Is LinkedIn becoming too crowded for meaningful connections? Maybe so if all you're doing is sitting there and waiting for someone to come to you. And that's not going to happen, or not going to happen as much as if you take the responsibility, you take the initiative to, again, research people whom are relevant to you and of interest to you for you to reach out to and strike up a relevant and meaningful conversation. Now, by the way, let me clarify relevant and meaningful. This is not a pitch. This is not asking somebody for something. This is about getting into real human conversations with another human. And in those conversations, you will discover your relationship with each other. And you will discover if there's an opportunity to keep the conversation growing, as two humans normally would, and or maybe the conversation could go into career or go into a business conversation. But when you start with an ask, when you start with the pitch, when you start by declaring you have a need, that is not how you have a relevant and meaningful conversation with another human. Is LinkedIn becoming too crowded for meaningful connections? Yeah, if all you're doing is sitting there and waiting for someone to come say hello to you.